instrument remains a Catholic of St. Louis Catholic chaplains, taking care of the abode of the Father, known as Divine Mercy Foundation in AGALABA zone. Today, we present today's divine title, The Divine Light of God and His Effectiveness.
There is what we call total deep trust in the Lord. Most are trusting, pasha. Most believers are trusting, pasha. Kuma. Deep trust in the Lord. Deep trust in the Lord. That's today's topic. Deep trust in the Lord. Deep trust in the Lord. Great one. Great one that nothing surpasses. Great one. Every other thing apart. Every other thing aside. But what else? Deep trust in the Lord. That's why you people are smiling. Yes. Today, we will hear everything. Yes. It's in various categories. It's in various steps. In various categories. In various dimensions. All for the Father. In deep trust in the Lord. What counts? What counts is what? Great love of God. Great love of God. Great love of God, I tell you, the great love of God. Because if you don't love your Father, you will not trust. You will never. Yes, ask. You will not trust whom you do not know about and whom you do not love. The secret in deep trust is what? The love of God. The love of God, and you will trust. Even when you are failing, you will see yourself failing. Yet you still trust. Even when people are laughing at you, still trust.
Now, today's teaching will be in various categories.
Today's teaching will be in various categories, in various divisions. Yes. The what counts is that there is happiness. And what are the categories? The categories, as far as deep trust in the Lord counts, is you and the world.
You and the world first.
You existing in this planet Earth. So you and the world. That's the category. After that, category 1, you enter category 2. Category 2 is you and the Father. The great one, the holy one. The creator of heaven and earth. Then you
encompasses all that
has to do with you.
And all you held at heart.
All you valued. All your beloved ones. Your family members. Your friends, relatives. The people you encounter as you move on in the journey of life. You don't know that your existence on earth is a journey. It's a great journey. That's you and the world. You and the world comprises of you and everything that has to do with you since your creation till this very day. That is you and the world. How do you interact with others? How many do you deceive? How many people are hurt because of you? How many souls are saved through you? How many are revived through you? This is you and the world. Yes, it has a part to play in deep trust in the Lord. Why? The reason is because your interaction with them, especially your family members and the people you mingle with, your interaction with them has a story to tell about your deep trust in the Lord. Some cared and cared for the people they don't know. Why? Because of the love of God, because of the trust they have in the Lord. And they cared. They touched lives, just not because of that individual, but because of the deep trust they have in the Lord. And so they are doing it because of their Father. Yes, that is what you don't know. Deep trust in the Lord. Yes, it is the best life. Yes. It has a great percentage in you moving up to your throne. You don't know that you are searched concerning the people you interacted with, you mingled with. Be careful as you mingle with various individuals. Some are sent to you as a test. Yes, it's a great test that you don't even know about. How will you pass the test? You will only pass the test if you have great deep trust in the Lord. Then you will accept that individual just because of the love you have for your Father and the deep trust you have in God, that individual will turn around to be useful to the Father. Yes. If you see what your file, your record will change automatically once you pass that particular test. It's a great test. Most are tested. Most are tested. They are tested without knowing why the test. Just to know that deep trust you have for your Father. Just to know that deep trust you have for your Father. I tell you, most believers fail. They fail. Let me run my race. So, without knowing that it's a test, they will leave that individual behind. They will even push that individual out. As far as that one is concerned, so many of them are sent to this outreach. Yes. So many of them are sent. And I tell you, it has a great percentage to what you people are today. And one of the reasons why you people are smiling, your interaction with the men of the world, your interaction with your relatives, your interaction with your friends and well-wishers, your interaction with significant others, your interaction to the people you mingled with. How far have you gone with them? How many are hurt because of you? How many lives are changed and transformed because of you? Who are you and how did you relate with them? Go back. That is what is called examination of conscience. Every time examination of conscience. But most do not even know what examination of conscience is. Every time, go back and pick your cross. You don't even know what that meant. What does that mean? It meant that whosoever you hurt, you will go back to reform the life of that individual by asking for forgiveness. And still be a partaker to reforming the life of that individual. That is going back to pick your cross. You and the world. Heavenly race. Heavenly race is not personal. It's not a personal affair. Stop. Stop running your heavenly race alone. Draw others along. As many as them that you dropped behind, go back. Go back. Go back to them. Reform and transform their lives again. You must go back. The equation and the answer is that you must go back. Yes. You are searched as far as you and the world is concerned. And you will be given the results, the percentage mark. You and the world. And what percentage have you ever scored as far as you and the world is concerned? Most want to know. But the answer today is you. Go back. Reform their lives again. Transform their lives again. Touch their lives again. The answer is no. Just for the Father. Most are doing it for the Father. For the deep trust they have in the Lord. And I tell you, zuma, zoom, 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 zoom. There is peace. There is peace. Some, you don't know that the people you mingled with, you interacted with, you don't even know that secretly, some of them secretly gave in their life to their Father. Just because of the way you showed love to them and the way you interacted with them. They surrendered their old ways, their dark ways of life, just because of you. And a mark is being allotted to you. And the color of your register, too, changed automatically. And so, teretetun, go back and pick that cross, that rejected crosses, all for you. It has a part to play as far as your heavenly race is concerned. It has a part to play as far as your deep trust in the Lord is concerned. Carry your cross. Take care of one another. Take care of your brothers and sisters. Yes. Negligence is nowhere as far as the race is. Don't neglect anyone. Don't. Stop. Let there be turnaround again. Let there be reformation again. The part of the race to draw them to the Father. Yes. It's better than your 100 days prayer. It's better than your 70, 80, 90, 100 days prayer. It's better than you moving to the mountain, to desert, valley, praying alone. It's better. It's better. It clears the way. It clears the way. Unknowingly to you, to individual concern, that it clears the way. It clears heavy way. Yes. It's one of the greatest sacrifices. Yes. It's one of the greatest sacrifices, drawing souls to the Father. It's better than shedding blood. Shedding blood. Slaughtering human beings. Draw souls to the Father. He's pleased. It's like a sweet smelling incense. He's pleased. He's pleased with that. Looking around for you. Looking around for you. Searching for you. Oh, masuma. Oh, who withdraw the souls to the Father? Who withdraw the souls? Most dropped. Most are drawn by night, by dark ones, to another world. Because there is no believer to show love to them. In dismayed condition, they are drawn by night. It's a pain up. Turn around and look around you. Look around you. Care for one another. Care for one another. Why? Because of the love you have for the Father. Because of the deep trust in the Lord. Turn around and care for them. Draw them once again to the Father. Yes. It is the highest sacrifice. It is the highest. It is the highest. Yes. And that's the secret of existence of this abode till date. That's the secret. That's the secret. Almost on daily basis, souls are drawn to the Father. Yes. I tell you, Mary, and great way cleared, and that's why you smiled. That's why you waved hands. Why? Because that great way, blocked way, cleared off. Cleared off. Yes. And so let there be a U-turn of our lives to go back. To go back. And carry the rejected crosses. And help to put it in order. The ones that are dismantled will be put in order. Yes. Put it in order and move on. That's the race. Why? Because of deep trust in the Lord. And in deep trust in God, there is no disappointment. There is no disappointment. And so, as far as the journey is concerned, there is no disappointment. You see yourself climbing great mountain. Climbing great mountain. Moving up to great hills. Yes, in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, there is what we call great mountain. Great mountain. Great hills. The spiritual realm must say that it is impossible. It is true. The dirty dark ones, they say that it is impossible. That no one, through prayer, will break off that particular one. And so that's why they gathered together and they blocked, they veiled, they nailed. Truly, no human thoughts can erode off that one. That's the power of his presence. In his presence, it breaks off on its own. Back to where it came from. And so move on in deep trust. You can only wade in his presence only through deep trust. And if you're searched with a great mark above 80, that is when the answer is yes. And what are you searching for? The first thing you are searching for is you. You, whom you are. Your level, your cadre, your lifestyle, your relationship, your interaction with men of the world, your bond to the Father. All are searched. If all are searched and you are found wanting, even in one of them, you will be thrown down. You dare not enter the realm of his glorious presence. If any mentioned now is found wanting. If your bond to the Father is not strong bond, when you are searched in the bond with your Father, that great one, that holy one, what are you searched there? You are searched to know. Are you bonded to your Father? Are you afraid? Is it a very deep trust? What takes precedence in you? What do you care for or love most? Is it your father or your family members, your children? The things of the world. If any of them is found, you'll be thrown down. But if the love of God, the deep trust in the Lord prevails, you will move in. And so you are searched, total searchlight upon you. Before you wade in, soar like an eagle, do not look back. A soldier, do not look back. A soldier, do not look back in the race. That he or she deeply trust. Don't look back. Yes. By you not looking back meant that you're ready to die. Yes. Today, the reverse was the case. There's happiness. That's why you smiled. There is great happiness. Great happiness. If you see what is happening, if you see, most wondered. Most wondered. They wondered and wondered. Most are in sick bed. Most even about to run mad. Why? Because of this abode. The reverse was the case. Exposure everywhere. Exposure everywhere. Exposure that nothing counters. Why? Because the light is on. It's burning. This time it's burning. It's burnt off. All. Kokoro koko sotoro pasanto. Back to them. That is you. And the Father. Your deep trust in the Lord. And so what's your percentage? What's your percentage? As far as deep trust in the Lord is. Most trust and remember the things of the world, their family members. All they need to achieve that is not achieved, they present their hearts there. Their goals, their dreams in life, they present their hearts there. And so their answer is based on mark. They stopped at that level. Because when you're searched, what are you even searched for? The searchlight is upon you and your heart. When your heart prevails, what takes precedence in your heart? The interaction in your heart, the color of your heart, the level you are, the cadre which you are, your spiritual strength. All are searched that you don't even know. Even if you have love for food, when you are searched, and you have love for a particular food, for a particular drink, for a particular occasion, more than the love you have for God, you'll be thrown down. That is why most believers, let them hear it today, that they failed because of what? Their desire. Most desire occasion, things of the world, more than the love they have for God. Most desire a particular meal so much. They love that particular meal so much, they cannot do without that particular meal. And what is that particular meal that they love so much? Let them hear it today. If you see how they love that particular meal, and as I tell you, they are thrown down because of that particular meal. Most believers love tubers so much. A day, 2 days, 3 days will not pass without their ingestion of tuber. They love that so much. They are believers. They are fire carriers. When searched, they are thrown down. Let them hear it today. Most believers love tea so much. They will tell you that they don't eat much, but they love taking tea. Don't joke. As far as that one is, don't joke. Don't joke with them about that particular one. And when searched, that one will come up and they are thrown down. Most love drinks. Most love drinks. Most love fast food. Just ice cream, I'm okay with it. It doesn't count in His presence. All aside. We fall aside as far as the love of God. In love of God, in deep trust in God, nothing comes in between. Just what? Just deep trust in the Lord. Total deep trust in the Lord. Total. That is what we call total. In total deep trust in the Lord, nothing comes in. Nothing counters. Yes. Nothing takes precedence. But what? Just the love of God. Just deep trust in the Lord. That's what is happening today. That's why you smiled. People do not know that a searchlight, great one. When you hear searchlight, there is what we call great one. Great one is searched upon the instrument. If you see the force with the light that radiates just deep trust in the Lord, even if it's death. Nothing like family members, even if it means they are dying off. Here it is, tansun. And it led to a new page. The way that one sprouts up led to what? A new page. Yes. A new transformation. A new angle. A new dimension. There is great turnaround. Great turnaround that will shock each and every one of us. And so that's why the topic today, deep trust in the Lord. How are you trusting? What's on your heart? What are you worried about? What do you care much about? What do you love so much? All aside. Wave it all aside. Wave it all aside. As far as deep trust in the Lord counts, nothing comes in. Just deep trust. Even if it means you dying now, dying. Are you ready to die for the Master? That's the first question you will ask yourself. Most want to trust deeply. Most want to love and trust. But see the questions you will ask yourself. See the questions you will ask yourself. If the questions are not properly answered, you are nowhere. And the first question is this. Are you ready to die for the Master? Now. Look at them sitting down. Look at them sitting. Look at others listening. If there is anything that comes up now, and the question like this counts, how many are you listening that are ready to die for the Master? You will see them, they will hide. They will take up hiding positions. Now. Nobody is even ready to die for the Father. No, my children. You will see them shouting, my children. Even calling their children to stay close to them. No, my children, my husband. Most will remember all they've achieved in life. Their investments. Then you are at zero level. Nothing counts. You must be ready to die for the Father. You must be ready to die for the Master. And so you will not be afraid in the race. Yes. You'll be ready. You'll be very, very ready to face them. That's the first question you will ask yourself. Are you ready to die? Nobody's ready as we are listening now. Most love their life so much. Love their life so much. The same way we are always told about being natural. That is not for them. And they must look good. And the Lord their God created them good. And it is in the Bible where it is written that you should take care of yourself. Before you know it, that's the only Bible quotation they know. They will quote that particular one immediately without wasting time. The answer is no, be natural. Be natural from your hair to your toe. Yes. That's the question. The second question you will ask yourself is this: are you natural? Are you natural? You yourself standing. Are you natural? If you are natural, touch your hair now. Touch your hair and ask yourself whether you are natural from your hair. Touch your hair right now. Touch your hair right now. Is it a natural hair? Is it natural? No, let me lighten my hair. Let me lighten my hair so that I will be neat. So that I will look good. Wrong. You are wrong. That is why you are educated about the power upon your head. The power upon your head, what counts there is that you must be natural. Your hair is a speaking hair. It speaks for you. It speaks. It speaks and tells the story about you and your life. And so you must be natural. Look at their hair. Look at them. It's dirty. In the spiritual realm, it is you dirtying your hair. Coding yourself to be what you are not. You don't know that if your hair is natural, and if anyone comes to be heard you people, that your hair will speak for you and they will throw you aside. Stop. Stop that dirty damage to your system. Look at them lightening their body with a light cream. Even after the education about the sun, that the best cream comes from above, the sun. The sun beautifies. Beauty lies above. Why? It's from the sun. Even after that education, most are still rubbing costly cream. They don't even know the ingredients of that costly cream. Tomorrow you will say that you want to have deep trust in the Lord, that you love the Father. Ask yourself all these questions. One, are you ready to die? Second, are you natural? Who are you? Are you still in your natural state of life? If you are still in the natural state of life, you have started. Most are not natural. They are not natural. If you are not natural, you are smelling. That which you call beauty is smelling in His presence. It's smelling. Are you natural? Then you go over to your state of mind. The state of your heart, your mind, your intellect, your wisdom, your thoughts. The state of your mind, is it in obedience to the will of God? Yes. Most their minds, their thoughts, their hearts is not in obedience to the will of God. You think you have the right to think about anything you like. You don't have that right. You don't have the right to think or to do whatever you want to do. You must be influenced by His presence. You must be led by His holy presence. Your thoughts, your mind, your intellect must obey the Father. Yes. You know that the same way you speak is the same way your mind, your heart speaks. That must be in obedience to the Father. In obedience to His will. Who and who are their hearts, their mind, their intellect, are in obedience to the will of God? These are the questions you will ask yourself. Tomorrow you say that you love God, that you deeply trust God. Answer now. Answer. Answer the questions. Ask yourself the question and answer the question. Answer the question to know whether your mind, your heart, your intellect, your motive is in obedience to the will of God. Ask. Ask and answer. Everybody stand up. It's submissive.
Very submissive.
That is what is happening now. That your heart, your mind, must be in obedience to the will of God. If your heart, your mind is in obedience to the will of God, right now, at this particular hour, you must be communion. And you must be moving on in His presence and in obedience. Not the contrary. In His presence, you're supposed to be focused. Thinking about His love. Thinking about His greatness, His mercy, His power abounds. Not the contrary. Why? Why? Because your heart, your intellect, is not in obedience to the will of God. How far have you gone to mortify your whole senses? Your whole senses. That's the question. The next question you will ask yourself. How many times do you try your best to obey as far as mortification is concerned? Most don't even pray. Most don't even pray before eating. Let alone feeding their eyes. We are taught about our eyes. We are educated about the eyes. How to wait for 5 minutes before ingesting our meal. But that is mortification. But most don't even pray, let alone waiting for 5 minutes. Tomorrow you say that you love God, that you deeply trust God. These are the questions you will ask yourself. You will ask yourself. Are you living your life in fear of Him? That is another question you will ask yourself. What kind of life are you living? Most fear man more than God. Most fear their manager, their boss, their president, more than the great Holy One. The fear of God is supposed to take precedence over any other one, no matter what it is, no matter the office, no matter the cadre, no matter the level, no matter how it's decorated. Fear of the Lord is the greatest of it all. Because in fear of the Lord, after that, what follows is holy obedience. Yes. If you fear the Lord your God, you will obey Him. If you fear the Lord your God, you will obey Him. Yes. If you obey the Lord your God, you will be silent. These are the necessary questions you will ask yourself. Yes. Because the fear of the Lord is the highest of it all. Is the crown of it all. That's the question you will ask yourself. Most don't even fear God. Go and ask the dark ones. Those ones you call occultic men, evil men. If you see the way they fear their grandmaster. They fear their grandmaster more than Christians. The way Christians fear the Lord their God. They don't. They don't fear the Lord their God. Let everyone hear it today. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of everything. Tomorrow you say that nothing is happening around you. How will it happen when you don't fear the Lord, let alone obedience? If you fear the Lord your God, you will obey. When you obey Him, things will turn around for you. In obedience, what follows in obedience is great turnaround. In obedience, what follows is great turnaround. If you obey the Lord your God, if you turn off from the dark ways, you are instructed. If you turn away from the dirty life, you are empty. That is obedience. Things will turn around for you. Most are not obeying. Most are not afraid of the Lord their God. Why? Why are they not afraid? They decorated it with the word, the phrase that He's a merciful God. Merciful God. They will only say merciful God in their hearts and they move on. In what they are instructed not to do, in where they are commanded not to go, in what they are warned not to do, they still remain there. You don't fear the Lord. And when you don't fear the Lord, there is nothing around. In the spiritual realm, no one will help you. It's you that will help yourself. No one will help you. It's you that will help yourself. Merciful God. He is merciful God. That is true. But he is still by the side watching you. Watching your efforts. See the angel by the side to propel you. Just in your little efforts. But most don't fear the Lord. Let alone obedience. Tomorrow you say that you want to deeply trust God. To move on. Father, push me to the next level. Push me to the next level. Fill me with double anointing. Stop that prayer and work it out. Stop that prayer and work it out. You don't know that you are searched. You are monitored, searched. In all angles, as far as this life is concerned. Let the ABIA change. Let there be level of total surrender. Look at them. Every time listening. The ones you listen, how have you tried your best to put it in practice? These are the categories, you and the world. Another category is you and the Father. You and the Father. You and the Father is you, always looking up. You are told to pray and to look up and worship God before you zoom off from your house. How many are doing that? How many are doing that? You don't even know the reason why you are giving that instruction. That is the obedience. Most are not obeying. Tomorrow they complain. I went out today, nothing. You are the cause. See your Father hanging to clear the way for you, to bless the day for you. Yes. Look at them. After the instruction of washing face with natural water, how many are still doing it till date? Tomorrow you complain. Go back to nature. If you really love God, trust God, go back to nature. Go back to nature. The creation of the universe. He loves nature so much. And look at the turnaround. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. They deserted the works of nature to something else. Yes. Technology. They call it technology. Who told you? That is zero technology that has adverse effect upon your life. The adverse effect it has upon your life is that it is reducing your lifespan. What you people are into that you call technology is reducing your lifespan. Do not join them. Do not join them. Don't join them in that technology. That technology. The technology of blocking off the natural things of life and resorting to artificial that you call technology and enjoyment is what you call zero level. Do not join them. Worship God under the tree. Worship God under the tree. Worship God spread on like this. Not you. Locking up everywhere, putting on AC and fan. You are reducing your lifespan. You are reducing your lifespan. Go back to nature. Resort to natural meal. That which you ate, and you are still there praying and shouting, is a dent to your spiritual life. Junk meal. Indomie, spaghetti, tea. You are killing your system. How many still obey the Lord their God? Most have stopped that. Most, their answer is still, merciful God. What do I do? The one I see I eat. Look at you. You are killing yourself. You are killing yourself. What effort? How have you tried for a change? For a change. What you ingest? Most of the things in you is a dent to your life. It's poison. It's poison to your spiritual life. It's poison. Great poison to your spiritual life. Stop those poisonous meal. Poisonous meal. Poison.
poisonous milk.
Is a dent to your spiritual life. Look at most asking, what and what are poisonous milk? How many times are you told to abstain from such poisonous milk? Look at Christians fasting.
Fasting. On closing
The first thing that believer will do is to take hot or warm tea. You have killed your system.
that is not
Not good for your body system. Stop that.
most might not take tea.
They resort to Indomie. You are wondering about carton food.
All forms of carton food.
Most will say that they are very, very hungry.
They will go back to tuber.
What do we eat now? That's what most are asking now. You are educated about the food that sprouts up. It's predominant everywhere. Look at it, hanging out everywhere for you. You don't know that they are hanging out, praising and glorifying the Lord. You don't know the reason why you are told that. Today you have heard it, that's the reason.
Works of
Creation is to glorify the Most High. They are glorifying God. As you see them hanging out, sprouting up and hanging out, they are glorifying the Father. As they are glorifying the Father, you are partaker of that. Why? Why should you be a partaker of what you don't know about? Why should you be a partaker of what you don't know? The active ingredient in the production. Why will you be a partaker in what you don't know? How? The method of production and the principles and the terms and conditions involved in that production. We don't know that there are secrets in some of the things you produce that are in the market that people are ingesting. And you are taking it, you are told to stop it, and you are talking and you are still asking questions. That is the one available. Father, help us. Merciful God, help us. But how have you helped yourself? Work it out. Work it out. He's by the side watching you. Tomorrow you will say that you love God, that you deeply trust the Lord your God. The answer is no. You are the cause. You are the cause of where you are. See, most still in the same level they are years back. See, most adults in the level of 5 years begin. You are killing yourself. You are killing yourself. No. Your answer is no. Make a U-turn. Turn around. Grow. Don't be spiritual dwarf. Grow up again. Arise again. Arise to your throne. How will you arise when you don't want to help yourself? In the name of diet. Most call that one diet. Enjoyment. If you see their dining table for breakfast, you will pity them. What they call enjoyment, you will pity them. Without knowing that it's death. With their fan on. It's death. It's death. It's a pain up. The lifespan. There is an increase in the reduction of the lifespan of the children of God. They are dying before their estimated lifespan. It's a pain. It's not called for. You are the cause. Go back to nature. Go back to nature. Reform your ways again. Reform back to nature. All you are seeing, there are natural phenomenon that will propel you, that will help you to live again. That will help you, propel you to live your normal life. That which you call enjoyment is death. Terror to your system. Terror to your life. If you love God, the Lord your God, you will be obedient. If you are obedient, you must have stopped by now. You must have stopped. Yes. You must have stopped. Look at them after education every time, teaching about that. At the end of today's service, at the end of today's teaching, they are ready to ingest the full amount of tuber in the house. No attempt. No attempt of turnaround. No trial at all. You are still in the same level. That's why these dark ones, they are laughing at believers. They are laughing at believers. Go deep to them. They don't take biscuits. The deep dark ones, dirty. The strong ones among them, that are half human being, their children don't take biscuits. They don't drink what you people are drinking. They don't eat what you people are eating. They don't talk much. They are quiet. They obey fear. their grandmaster, the occult grandmaster. They fear them more than the way Christians fear the Lord their God. Look at them every time listening and listening. Amasara asunda atireta sanda. Kirka santere de ketereta sanda. After listening, tomorrow they will give their children the latest production of biscuits. You don't know what transpired in the production level. Tomorrow you say that your child is behaving somehow. That there is a way this my daughter is behaving. You are the cause. You are the cause. Stop. Stop artificial milk. Resort to natural milk. Be a producer yourself. Be a producer yourself. Why are you into what you don't know? The source of the production. The agreement before that production is on sale. You don't know the agreement before any production is on sale. This is what we call vivid truth. They don't want that exposure. It's exposure. It's clear exposure. Like this is time. This is time for turnaround. They knew, but most believers don't know. Obey the Lord your God. Love the Lord your God. Follow his ways. Follow his ways. Most believers, their gifts are not functioning. Yes. Their gifts are not functioning. Why? Because they don't want to reform back to nature. If you reform back to nature, your gift will function normal. How will you reform back to nature? Everybody, as many as you that are listening, go back to natural state of life. Go back to natural water. Clear the avenues, ways, channels for natural water from the streams, rivers. Natural water is the best form of water. That which you call borehole water is dead water. You are killing your system. You are dying without knowing. You are blocked without knowing. You are blocked off without knowing. Tell a person, you will be alive again. You want to be alive in the spirit. Prayer warrior. You pray and pray. You want to be alive in the spirit. Go back to nature. Eat natural meal. Obey the Lord your God. Eat natural meal. Be quiet. Be quiet. Deep trust in the Lord counts. If you deeply trust God, you will obey. You will follow his ways. You will turn around. You will make a U-turn to the right channel. No matter how far the source or the channel for that natural water is, still move on. It's a step. It's a step for remission of your sins. It's a step for your cleansing. It's a step for the journey of your life. Try it for 6 months. And watch how your life is. And watch the life of others that are taking dead water to borehole water. You will see that you are reformed back. Resort to natural meal. And watch out for the people that are enjoying what they call that meal that they call enjoyment. You will find out that you are better than them. And so that is what it should be. Stop. Love the Lord your God. Obey him. It counts. Obedience counts greatly as far as this journey is. The love of God, deep trust in the Lord, holy obedience. And no, you don't know that your guardian angel is not happy whenever you are ingesting dead meal. Mom, when you resort back to nature, they will be happy. Mom, they will sing for you, they will help you. They will draw you as you move. They will draw you back home. They will sleep by your side. Mom, nothing evil will come near you. Because you are pure. Whoever his light is on, is alive in his presence. Well, if you are alive in his presence, everything about you will be reformed back. They will be happy. They will be happy. And then Serete said to Ereterete Sunda, Mom, see you. See whom you are. Coding. Most are coded to be what they are not. Coding every way. Coding believers. Coding, packaging believers anyhow. But if your light is on and you deeply trust the Lord your God, nobody will package you. What is ongoing now is packaging believers. When their touchlight is on, Their dirty torchlight is on. Is at their torchlight is on. They are using that to package believers. They will identify a believer whose light is still on. They will monitor you, and the next thing is to package you. Child of God, child of God, child of God, child of God alive. Bam 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 bam. Hallelujah. Send them. Nobody have the right to package you. Nobody have the right to stop you. Yes. Be yourself. If you deeply trust the Lord your God and look up to the Supreme One, trusting the Lord your God means looking up to Him, not to any individual, not to anyone. For anything, you look up to the Father, the Creator of the universe. Satasunda, the Supreme Ruler. That is deep love, deep trust in the Lord. If you deeply trust the Lord your God, you look up to Him. Once you look up to Him, I tell you, nobody, no one will stop you, will package you, let alone to draw you to the world beyond. Because not only that they are stopped, most of them are killed. Most of them are killed. And why are they killed? They are killed because they are noisemakers. Noisemakers without anything in them. When you build up your spiritual strength, when you build up your spiritual strength, your parents said to spiritual strength is in you. Spiritual strength is whom you are and what you are. Your constituent as a believer is your spiritual strength. Your constituent as a believer is your spiritual strength. Whom you are, what you are, what made you up. Is it the light of His presence? That is your spiritual strength. When your spiritual strength is on, nobody, no one has any right to stop you. Are stopped. They are stopped because of you. You know that most are packaged now because of you people here present. They are packaged. These believers that have the right to package and stop them, not them stopping you. Let believers everywhere hear it and let them stop their noise making style and go back to nature and ask themselves 3 questions: whether they deeply love God, whether they truly trust, how, and their percentage. Let them ask themselves this question: how? The question how? Their journey so far. If you don't resort to nature, you've not started. That's where the key of life lies. It's today that is where the key of life lies. Look at believers praying for long life and prosperity. You ask them to, if you ask them to stand out to pray, all of them will pray for long life and prosperity. The same believer praying for long life and prosperity is told to resort to natural form of things, natural way of life. In disobedience, that one will resort to sweet things of life. If you see, watch out believers in any event. Watch out how they are struggling for drinks and quarrel at the same time for drinks. Watch out now. Watch out before the cooler of food comes. You see how they are struggling. You see how they are struggling, ingesting and demanding for more. The so-called firebrand. Oh no. Transform your life again and surrender completely. Go back and pick your rejected crosses. Amend the ways. Arise and shine, answer give arise. Arise and shine. Of life is you. You must arise first. You must put on the next. Effort is needed in the journey. You work it out. As far as this about is concerned, if the instruments and you are present, if you hadn't worked it out, you would have failed. You would have failed. You would have collapsed like others. Most collapsed. And they are still wondering what happened to them, despite their efforts. Let them hear that it's human effort. Let them hear that they should go back. Let them hear that the first thing that they would do is petal of holy mortification. Let them hear that the first thing they would do is what we call petal of holy mortification. Because without the petal of holy mortification, the thought is a good gift. They accepted that gift to reveal their place of prayer. to reform things back without knowing that is protected plan of the evil ones to knock them off. They accepted and they deteriorated, diminished, and they tarnished that. And so beware of what you accept. Beware of what you accept. Money is good, but it's deadly. The teaching about money comes up so that you will be very careful. It's very good, but it's deadly. Beware of whom you are accepting from. That's why the love of God counts. The love of God must supersede the love of money. You people are also tested about that one. Come across to no pasanda. Money. It kills. It kills. Let as many as them that have places of worship, places of prayer, churches, ministries, let them hear that the reason why they tarnished is what? The evil gift in the name of money that they accepted. That they accepted that without knowing that is designed from dating that temple to bring them down. And at the end, they tarnished the Israel and they deteriorated and that's the end. That's the end. That's the end. If you had accepted like that, without confirming, you would have been in the same position like them. And so today, that's why they have no time. No talking. No talking. The world we hear today that prayer does not need any protocol. Any protocol. Or noise making. Just stand aside.